Warning, something much bigger may be happening right now and almost no one is talking about it. The conflict in the Middle East has reached an extremely delicate point with real risks involving even nuclear-related areas. But the big question is, could this spiral out of control in the coming days? Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications, because here you get direct, unfiltered, and in-depth analysis of what's really happening in the world. Now pay very close attention, because what's unfolding right now could completely change the course of this war. The current scenario shows the conflict has reached one of its most dangerous moments so far. Iran is carrying out heavy attacks in southern Israel, targeting extremely sensitive regions near strategic centers and facilities linked to nuclear research. This is not a minor detail. It completely changes the level of risk in this war. And here's the critical point. We're no longer talking only about conventional military strikes. When missiles begin landing near nuclear facilities, the risk is no longer just geopolitical. It becomes environmental and humanitarian. A mistake, a direct hit, or even indirect damage could lead to unpredictable consequences. In the previous analysis, it was already mentioned that Israel carried out strikes against key installations in Iran, including the Natanz Nuclear Facility. In response, Iran promised proportional retaliation, and now that response is unfolding before the eyes of the world. The attacks are reportedly concentrated in regions such as Arad and Dimona, and this is where the situation becomes even more serious. Dimona hosts one of the country's main nuclear-related facilities. That means any direct hit or even collateral damage could pose a real risk of a nuclear leak. And if that happens, we're not talking about a local issue, it could affect the entire region. Meanwhile, reports of hundreds of injured are emerging, and that number may rise as more information is confirmed. The situation on the ground is one of extreme tension, with civilians living under constant alert. Another point drawing attention is the performance of Israel's air defense systems, such as the Iron Dome, known worldwide for its efficiency. These systems are showing signs of saturation, mainly due to the sheer volume of incoming attacks. In other words, it's not that the system has stopped working, but it may be overwhelmed, and that changes everything.
Because when defenses begin to falter, even partially, the risk of real damage increases significantly. At the same time, there's a clear disconnect between political messaging and the reality on the battlefield. Statements claiming that Iran has already been neutralized don't align with what's happening now. The attacks continue, and they remain intense. On the Iranian side, the stance is also firm. The country denies any immediate agreement and sets strict conditions for a possible ceasefire, including guarantees against future attacks, withdrawal of foreign forces from the region, and compensation for damages suffered. In other words, there are no clear signs of de-escalation at this moment. On the contrary, the conflict appears to be intensifying. And there's an even more concerning factor. As this war escalates, discussions that once seemed distant are starting to emerge, including the risk of more extreme weaponry being used. There is no confirmation of anything in that regard, but the fact that such possibilities are being discussed already shows the level of tension. Meanwhile, the world is watching. And this is one of the most important aspects to understand. The impacts are not limited to the region. A crisis of this magnitude can affect global markets, energy prices, political stability, and economic decisions even in countries far removed from the conflict. What's happening now is not isolated. It's a domino effect, and each new strike increases the risk of something even bigger. In the coming days, more information should emerge to clarify the true extent of the damage and what the next steps might be. But one thing is already clear: the situation is extremely unstable. Now, I want to hear your opinion. Do you think this conflict can still be contained, or are we heading towards something far more serious and unpredictable? Leave your thoughts in the comments, because this debate is essential. And if you want to keep following everything closely with direct and no-nonsense analysis, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next updates.